What up, YouTube? It's your boy CM the Goat 5, man. Welcome to the show, man. You know what I'm saying? Malone TV news in the building. Back with another one. You know what I mean? We got a lot to talk about, man. A lot to talk about, man. Let's get into it, man. We on this P Diddy thing. You know what I'm saying? Back on it. Well, it's a lot of stuff been going on in the media all weekend long, about him. The video surfaced about him, what I'm saying, jumping on Cassie and stuff. Um, Other than that, it's a lot going on, man. It's a lot going on. So I decided to take a different route and approach to this thing. I want to put y'all up on game, man, and let y'all know the reason why this dude is like he is, point blank. Like, I did my research and I really found out some interesting news. Like, really, what something that I always thought that was true anyway. But I'm just gonna show y'all, you know what I'm saying, and let y'all tell me what y'all think. Man, share, doing like and subscribe. You know what I'm saying? Hit that like button, man. Share my content. I appreciate everybody for tapping in with me. You dig what I'm saying? So let's get into it.
That would be this man right here, Mr. Lucian Grange. The reason why Abel Tesfaye, aka The Weeknd, is in the position he is, which let me say, this is for educational purposes only. But what if I told you the dark history behind Lucian? That even Lucian himself has a puppet master. Let's keep in mind, Lucian is the chairman and chief executive officer of Universal Music Group. Oh yeah, the same exact one that's bringing its music back to TikTok. Let's keep in mind before I go any further though, Mr. Lucian Grange is under pressure from a lot of allegations. Allegations of sponsoring and financing every single one of P. Diddy's parties. Every single party of where P. Diddy's allegations in themselves originate from. Saying that Lucian aided and abetted behavior by sponsoring gatherings where underage girls were reportedly drugged and provided vast sums of money to Combs, who allegedly used it for what? But like I said, the music industry is very dark, and there's always another puppet. This is Mr. Leo Cohen. How do you think Lucian Grange got that position to begin with? Oh, you guessed it, aka the tall Israeli. And of course, Leo Cohen is a global head of music at Google and YouTube.
So everybody hit the like button, everybody hit the like button, everybody hit the like button. I want to say this just to make sure I don't get whacked, because I'm about to talk about some real dark things. And so I'm just going to make a statement, so won't nobody come and climb my window and whack me. So I just want to say this. This is for entertainment purposes only. I'm dumb, stupid. I don't know who I don't know nothing. Okay. So to the CIA, to the feds, I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just some dumb person on YouTube. Okay. This is for entertainment purposes only, because I don't want nobody to come kill me. Okay. So I just want to say that as a disclaimer. All right. So everybody watching, this may be true, but it may not be true. So, and to the CIA, it ain't true. All right. So, like I said, I'm about to say talk about some real creepy, dark stuff. And I don't want nobody to, I don't want to show up in somebody's lake or river. So I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just some dumb content creator. So I just want to put that out there as a disclaimer to the feds and the CIA. I want no smoke. I don't want no smoke. Okay. Everybody drop your city in the chat. Drop your city in the chat. Drop your city in the chat. Hit the like button. Hit the like button. And hit the like button. And Cash App is under here who haven't seen it. So don't be like, I've seen this video already. It's okay. I'm adding context. I'm putting things together.
But as if this man is not already barbecue fucking chicken, he now has the former CEO of Motown Records, which also happens to be his former chief of staff, has cut a deal and is willing to testify against him about everything they know that he was doing.
So this is one of the pieces of this puzzle. Just listen.
Let's get into it. Okay, so unless you've been living under a rock, then you already know. In February, there was a lawsuit brought against Diddy by a producer of the name Rodney Jones, aka Lil Rod. Lil Rod alleges that Diddy did all type of stuff to him, some of which I can't say, but it is not limited to trafficking, forced drug use, abuse, fraud, all type of stuff. Now, in this lawsuit, he named several people, one of them being Ethiopia Hampton Miriam. Miss Hampton Miriam is the former CEO of Motown Records, and she is also Diddy's former chief of staff.
So right now, let me show y'all this real quick. Let me put this on the big screen. So put this on the big screen. Okay, so this is the web of people. Okay, so the young lady just mentioned right here, Ethiopia. Right next to Ethiopia is a man named Lucian Grange. Okay, those are the two people that we're talking about in particular, connected to P Diddy and all this stuff. So keep in mind, you got Ethiopia and Lucian Grange. Okay, so I'm putting all this together for you.
So in the original lawsuit, Lil Rod claims that Ethiopia, as well as the others that he named in that civil suit, were either witness to, a part of, or aware of the things that he's claiming in that suit. However, the tables then shifted and Ethiopia struck a deal with Lil Rod. She is now agreeing to be a witness on his behalf to testify about all the shit that she's seen and everything that she's aware of in exchange for her being removed from this lawsuit.
Okay, so y'all got that, right? So now we can go back to this, because this is a crazy, this whole thing. What I just uncovered, I was just like, oh crap. All right. This is crazy.
Right here, Mr. Lucian Grange. The reason why Abel Tesfaye, aka The Weeknd, is in the position of which he is. Which, let me say, this is for educational purposes.
And Drake has a lot to do with this also. So keep in mind, Drake is under Lucian Grange, but Lucian Grange is connected to two other people, Lear Cohen and Clive Davis. So you got Clive Davis, Lucian Grange, and Clive Davis, Lucian Grange, and Lear Cohen. Remember those three people. All right. Somebody got P Diddy in here to my truly sorry. Look.
So I'm gonna pause it right there. See, what he's saying is, remember those three names: Clyde Davis, Lucian Grange, and Lear Cohen. Those are the big wigs. Those are the top elite at Universal Music Group, pretty much the head honcho, and they tied in with P Diddy. So listen, like they the head honcho, they the CEO, the real CEOs of, they run the music industry, period, point blank, no matter what. You got the tall Israeli, which is Lear Cohen, and you got Lucian Grange, which he used to be over the university over in the UK, I'm not mistaken. But he ended up coming here. Lear Cohen hired him to come to the United States years ago to take over in here. So they combine all Def Jam and all the other label company, Mercury Record, all those companies together pretty much, and form Universal Music Group, which is all of them together. So they combine. So listen what he's saying now.
Yo, y'all so stupid. Yo, P Diddy in here. Oh man, y'all are hilarious. Y'all are hilarious. Come on, I'm truly sorry, man. Get out of here, P. P Diddy, drop a cash app. How about that? Drop a super chat, P Diddy. You got all this money.
Only. But what if I told you there's a very dark history behind Lucian? That even Lucian himself has a puppet master. Let's keep in mind, Lucian is the chairman and chief executive officer of Universal Music Group. Oh yeah, the same exact one that's bringing its music back to TikTok. Let's keep in mind before I go any further though, Mr. Lucian Grange is under pressure from a lot of allegations. Allegations of sponsoring and financing every single one of P. Diddy's parties.
Y'all hear that, right? Lucian Grange allegedly, because remember, I'm dumb. I'm just some content creator. I don't know nothing. Don't kill me, okay? Don't do nothing to me, feds or CIA. Okay. Lucian Grange is responsible for funding P. Diddy's huge freak out parties. Keep that in mind. Lucian Grange is responsible for all of P. Diddy's elaborate parties, not P. Diddy. Remember, I said earlier, earlier today, P. Diddy don't have no money. It's the reason why P. Diddy ain't got no money.
Every single party of where P. Diddy's allegations in themselves originate from, saying that Lucian aided and abetted Combs' behavior by sponsoring gatherings where underage girls were reportedly drugged and provided vast sums of money to Combs, who allegedly used it for what? But like I said, the music industry is very dark, and there's always another puppet man.
Oh, okay. So real quick, I don't want to keep, because this is some good stuff, but y'all got to hit the like button. I don't want to keep saying hit the like button over and over again. So I'm going to stop everything and sit here until y'all hit the damn Aaron 1000. Okay, here we go. Thank y'all for hitting the like button. I appreciate it.
Master. This is Mr. Leo Cohen. How do you think Lucian Grange got that position to begin with? Oh, you guessed it, aka the tall Israeli. And of course, Leo Cohen is a global head of music at Google and YouTube. But this man is a very high.
So Leo Cohen is an Israeli
authority figure in the music industry. Because let's keep in mind, Cohen worked on the label side of the music industry at companies including Warner Music, Def Jam, Island Def Jam, and 300 Entertainment. Now do keep in mind, Leo Cohen in himself is somebody that Tupac and himself was sketched out about. And ironically, not even 2 years after Tupac's death, in 1998 and 1999, Cohen brokered the deal to sell Def Jam to Universal, creating the Island Def Jam music group, which combined Def Jam, Mercury, and Island Records. And as you can see at that time, artists under his watch at Island Def Jam included none other than Jay-Z, Bon Jovi, Ludacris, and Mariah Carey, just to name a few. All very sketchy artists, but like I said,
all very sketchy artists. Remember that. Keep hitting the like button, y'all. The like stopped. Keep hitting the like button. I'm watching the lights go up. It stopped. Keep hitting the like button, y'all.
Leo Cohen himself is the victim of many allegations, including from a CIA agent that confessed the agencies created rap music to fill private prisons. Mr. John Homeston, a retired CIA.
Y'all heard that, right? I heard that, right? Let me back up a little bit. He talking so fast. What he said about the CIA?
Creating the Island Def Jam group, which combined Def Jam, Mercury, and Island Records. And as you can see at that time, artists under his watch at Island Def Jam included none other than Jay-Z, Bon Jovi, Ludacris, and Mariah Carey, just to name a few. All very sketchy artists, but like Mr. Leo Cohen himself is the victim of many allegations, including from a CIA agent that confessed the agencies created rap music to fill private prisons. Mr. John Homeston, a CIA agent, has admitted on national Russian television that hip-hop was a psyop invented by the CIA in the 1980s, and the agency has directed and financed household name artists including NWA, Dr. Dre, Jay-Z, and Kanye West. Kanye tried to tell everybody about this years ago. And of course, nobody wanted to listen. But
so let's stop right there. Some of y'all may be like, yeah, I heard about this. Yeah, whatever, right? CIA this, CIA that, right? You're just making up stuff, right? Well, we're going to keep going with this, and everybody hit the like button. But I want y'all to think about something. 2 movies, Snowfall and American Gangster. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all have seen Snowfall and or American Gangster or both. Put a 1 in the chat if you have seen Snowfall, which is a series about drugs, and American Gangster, which is a movie about drugs. Go. Everybody hit 1s. I want to see. Because if y'all haven't seen it, I'm gonna have to explain the movie in a show. So put a 1 in the chat. I need to see all these 1s, because if not, I'm gonna have to sit here and explain these damn movies and these TV shows. Hit a 1. Okay, 1s. Okay, cool. All right, y'all have seen American Gangster and or Snowfall. Okay, cool. So I want to ask y'all an easy question. Since y'all seen Snowfall, you got Franklin. Who was it that Teddy worked for? Who did Teddy work for in Snowfall? And remember, Snowfall was a depicted true story. Everybody in the chat, who did Teddy work for, y'all? Who did Teddy work for? Come on, let's go. Let's go.
Teddy worked for the CIA.
Who did Teddy work for?
Everybody know that.
The CIA.
Yep.
Who did Teddy work for? The CIA. The CIA is who Teddy worked for. Do y'all remember why Teddy was giving Franklin drugs? Well, it was to fund a war. Y'all remember that? Teddy was giving, well, not giving, but fronting or working with Franklin in order to fund the military, because it was an Iran-Contra war. There we go. So back in the 60s and 70s, because we're going to talk about American Gangster already, also, the CIA was in charge of finding money in an illegal way in order to fund the war. Okay? So keep this in mind. The CIA they were in charge of finding different ways to get money from black people in order to fund the Iran-Contras. Okay? That was Snowfall. So that's one piece. And that was a true story, based off a true story. It literally happened. It wasn't just a TV show. It really happened. Depicted, of course. Okay? Loose translation of the real story. So the CIA is not the feds. It's a difference. The CIA, they literally funded or finded ways to fund the military, and the military has a lot to do with this also. Keyword: CIA, military, Snowfall. Okay, so we all good, right? I want to make sure everybody is on the same page. So in the show Snowfall, which is depicted from a true story, the way the black neighborhoods got drugs dropped in it. Remember back in the day, we like, drugs in black neighborhoods and started this drug epidemic, right? The CIA actually brought the drugs over and was working with different black people in order to ruin black people, okay? And the money that they got, it funneled back into the military, okay? So now let's go to American Gangster. Think about American Gangster. Bumpy Johnson had Frank Lucas working up under him, right? Frank Lucas worked for Bumpy Johnson. Bumpy Johnson died. Frank Lucas took over. He started getting his drugs straight from the source. How did Frank Lucas get his like kilos and kilos and kilos and kilos of drugs shipped from, I think, Nicaragua?
No, it was
to America.
No, it wasn't no Nicaragua. It was from Vietnam.
I'm putting all this together.
From Vietnam.
What's going on, Rosalind? How did Frank Lucas get, there we go, military funeral planes, military planes?
Yep.
You see, I'm connecting everything. The CIA was working with black people, dropping drugs into black neighborhoods, working with black people in order to, get more drugs over here, right? They was working hand to hand in order to fund it. That was one show. Then the other movie, which is Vietnam. It was Vietnam. Okay, thank you. Not Nicaragua. So over here, so that's one thing. And over here, you got Frank Lucas working with the CIA and the military, and he got his drugs shipped from Vietnam from the military. it was shipped in caskets utilizing the military. Because war, thousands of people were dying during the war, right? And you have to find the dead body, and you gotta carry the dead body back to, you know, the plane, and then the plane has to put the dead body in the casket. So because from a just a military standpoint, the families, like, they actually go up to the family's door, the wife's door, knock on the door, you know, is you two military people, and you know, they let the wife know your husband has been killed in service, right? So they take that part seriously. So the caskets, the whole, you know, that was a huge part of the military. You can't just leave a dead body over there in Vietnam. You literally have to find the dead body or the pieces of dead body, put the dead body in the casket, and ship the dead body back to America so the family can have a proper burial. So that was a big thing. So it was casket transportation going on probably once a week, shipping dead bodies back to America, right? But what Frank Lucas did, he had his drugs shipped back to America in the caskets instead of dead bodies, right? So now, do y'all follow me? Put a 1 in the chat if y'all follow me and y'all see where I'm going. Put a 1 in the chat if y'all follow me. So you got Lucas working with the military and the CIA, and you also have Frank Lucas working. You also got Franklin working with the CIA, just in a different way. So do y'all see how disgusting and nasty the CIA is? The CIA is able to do illegal shit because they are not the feds. They are the CIA. Central Intelligence Agency.
Yep.
The government is behind everything.
Yep.
So now y'all I see the ones. So all of y'all are on the same page. So now we're about to put this together. All right. So forget about Franklin them for a minute. Just remember the CIA. Frank Lucas had a certain individual working under him. This is going to blow y'all mind. Frank Lucas had a certain person working up.
Now listen what he's saying now. He's saying Frank Lucas had a certain individual under him. Now watch what this is what gonna trip y'all out right here, because they said that, you know, that this person right here he was in the game and everything back in the day. Also, he was Frank Lucas' right-hand man. So let's go.
Working up under him. Who's that person? I'm gonna let y'all guess, and while y'all guess, I'm gonna play. Hold on, where we go? Hold on 1 second. Come on, y'all. Y'all drop your thoughts in the chat while I do this. Who worked for Frank Lucas? We'll be right back after this commercial, and I want to read your comments.
We meet up at a coffee shop and play this fun dating card.
Come in, please hit the like button and buy my card game.
Okay, meet you at 6.
Vet potential dating prospects, but it's not just. I need 10 people to click the link. It's hovering around here or either under this video, and it's pinned at the top of the chat. I need 10 people to purchase my card game right now. All right. And Cash App is under here. None other than Melvin Earl Combs, P Diddy's father. Scrolling across, $AARON 1000. Contribute is a person that was under Frank Lucas. That person is none other than Melvin Earl Combs, P Diddy's father. So with all this transporting drugs from the military in caskets, working with the military, Snowfall, Franklin working with the CIA. Do you actually think Frank Lucas orchestrated drugs getting transported in military caskets by himself? No, the CIA was doing it with him. So the CIA was working with everybody. So with all that being said, Frank Lucas ended up going down because Frank Lucas, I think he's still alive to this day. What happened with Frank Lucas? He got locked up and started working with the feds, right? What happened with Melvin Earl Combs? He was doing the same shit. The reason why Melvin Combs died, P Diddy was 3 years old, is because he was working with the CIA and the gang members found out about it. See, remember on Snowfall, everybody did not know that Franklin was working with the CIA. Only 3 people knew that Franklin was working with the CIA. His uncle, his uncle's girlfriend, and his wife, and Franklin's wife. Nobody else knew. Right? So understand that when you work with the CIA, you only know, and probably a couple other people know. That's it. Nobody else knew that Franklin was working with the CIA. So when you look at what happened with P Diddy's father working under Frank Lucas, the only person that knew about, the only person that knew about the CIA was Frank Lucas himself. Nobody else knew. That's why the CIA wasn't in the movie. Oh, he's dead? He was in prison for a long time. I think he died in prison if he's dead. So the CIA helped Frank Lucas transport all these drugs to America because that was the CIA's #1 job, to transport drugs to America in order to fund the war. That was, I think, but yeah, it was in the 60s, right? The CIA also controls Hollywood. Now, you moving too fast. Don't go too fast. Don't go too fast. I'm cooking. All right. Now, Frank Lucas goes to jail. Melvin Earl Combs takes over, but he ends up because his homeboys, the other drug dealers, did not know Melvin was working with the CIA. So they just murked him because they like, he worked for the feds, but they don't realize it was a good thing because that's where Melvin was getting the drugs from. So they killed the man that was working with the CIA. So now his father is dead, right? P Diddy was married. P Diddy's father was married. His wife
was
Janice Combs.
P Diddy mama
took over the business.
Yep.
Melvin died. But she did not take over fully. She was not a drug dealer. She was a liaison. So
for those who don't know what a liaison means, she ran a talent agency pretty much for models and stuff. Puffy mom did back in the day. So it's gonna get interesting after this. Just listen what he's saying now. I'm putting y'all up on game now. Listen what he's saying now. Hit that like button, share my live, man. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate you. You know what I mean? So let's get back into it.
She had a front. So she had a front. She wasn't just this drug dealer. She actually had a modeling agency. Janice Combs had a modeling agency. And what Janice Combs did, she actually used her modeling agency to pimp out women to sleep with the drug dealers that was actually working with the CIA. Right. She trafficked models.
Mm-hmm.
So if you don't believe me, we'll hit a little Janice information and we'll go to the other stuff.
It's real shit.
But do y'all see how everything is linked together? The CIA was working with P. Diddy's dad. P. Diddy's dad died, so Janice started working with the CIA. So here's a little information on Janice.
With some shady characters. However, it all came crashing down when one of the hustlers allegedly did something unspeakable to one of the young women. Rumor has it that Janice managed to evade any charges thanks to her late husband's connections to law enforcement. So if all these rumors are true...
Y'all heard that, right? Her connections to who?
To her late husband's connections to law enforcement.
Her late husband's connections to law enforcement. The CIA.
To evade any charges thanks to her late husband's connections to law enforcement.
Keyword, evade charges. Janice, hold on, back up. Janice was evading charges before P. Diddy was an adult.
Women. Rumor has it that Janice managed to evade any charges thanks to her late husband's connections to law enforcement.
That part right there shows you right there that Janice was working with the CIA after P. Diddy's father was working with the CIA after who? Who? Who was over Melvin? Just want to make sure y'all keeping up. Who was over Melvin working with the CIA? I just want to make sure everybody's on the same page. Come on, y'all. Who was over Melvin Combs? Thank you, Frank Lucas. I just want to make sure y'all are on the same page because I don't want to lose nobody because I don't want to be up here babbling. So Frank Lucas working with the CIA, he goes to prison. Next thing you know, Melvin Combs starts working with the CIA. He gets killed. Next thing you know, Janice Combs starts working with the CIA. She becomes a madam for rich drug dealers.
So if all these rumors are true, it really makes you wonder if this is one of the reasons Diddy appears to have twisted relationships with women.
That's another part right there. Twisted relationships with women. Keep that in mind too. All this is coming together. Twisted relationships with women. Let me back it up. I just want to make sure y'all get that.
It really makes you wonder if this is one of the reasons Diddy appears to have twisted relationships with women.
Okay. Right now, what we're doing is we have a whiteboard and we putting all the pieces together. All right.
The story goes that Janice was allegedly pushing Diddy to do whatever it took to climb that ladder of success.
You hear that, right? Why? Because she was working with the CIA. Mm-hmm. Why was she pushing him to do that? Because the CIA was telling her to do so.
Diddy to do whatever it took to climb that ladder of success, with some even claiming that she encouraged him to cozy up to powerful men, letting them use him to get ahead.
So right now, right here, remember, what was Janice Combs' job? She was a pimp, and she hoed women out to rich white men, and she turned around and hoed her son out to rich white men.
That's why he had.
Is it coming together now?
That's why he have those fetishes with men, so to speak, allegedly. Well, they saying it's true, but I'm just saying that is the reason why. Now it all makes sense, huh? Listen, putting y'all up on game now.
She's a woman. They didn't make her a drug dealer. They made her a pimp. They made her a madam.
Even claiming that she encouraged him to cozy up to powerful men, letting them use him to get ahead, only for Diddy to turn around and allegedly do the same to others. And
to do the same to others. Do y'all see from the top, Frank Lucas? Then you go down, you got Janice's husband. And then you got Janice. And then you got P. Diddy. Do y'all see this? So I'm going to stop right there, and we're going to go back to the original video.
They said that our mission was to use teenage angst to our advantage and turn generation.
Sorry, this is so loud. I didn't realize it was so loud. So sorry, it's so loud. This is loud as hell.
X into a decadent pro-drug and anti-establishment culture.
So now that we all are on the same page, We talked about P Diddy. We talked about P Diddy's mama. We talked about Snowfall. We talked about how drugs were coming over here to the United States. Now there's another part that puts all of this together. And I'm not going to say what it is. I'm going to let him say it. I'm just going to start this over.
That would be this man right here, Mr. Lucian Grange. The reason why Abel Tesfaye, aka The Weeknd, is in the position of...
And remember, Lucian Grange is over Drake. Clive Davis is the man that Janice was working with. Clive Davis, remember that? Clive Davis is the man that Janice was working with. Janice Combs, that you already know. Clive Davis started allegedly having sex with Janice's son, which is P Diddy, when he was young.
Wait.
There we go. You got it. You got it. See, y'all smart. Y'all smart. The prison industrial complex. Yes, there we go. Y'all got it. Y'all got it. We putting it together.
She is, which let me say, this is for educational purposes only. But what if I told you there's a very dark history behind Lucian? That even Lucian himself...
I need y'all to hit the like button though. I want to keep playing it.
Well, somebody had just said prison industrial. Remember this: prison industrial complex of hip hop. They used hip hop as slave. That's how they all started and came about, man. It's a slavery type thing that these foreign pretty much like. So you got Leo Cohen. You know, he's a foreigner, pretty much. He's an Israeli, pretty much. And you have Lucian Grange. He's from the UK. Think about it. None of them are not from the US. Think about it now. They use everybody else as they are puppet masters, pretty much, basically. You know what I'm saying? Allegedly.
In this video, but y'all gotta hit the like button. So I want to play the video, but y'all gotta hit the freaking like button, y'all.
Bro.
If y'all hit the like button, hits the like button.
Leo Cohen. How do you think Lucian Grange got that position?
7,000 people in here.
That's it, aka the tall Israeli. And of course,
He's under pressure.
Allegations of sponsoring and financing every single one of P. Diddy's parties, of where P. Diddy's allegations in themselves originate from, saying that Lucian aided and abetted Combs' behavior by sponsoring gatherings where underage girls were reportedly drugged and
he sponsored the Diddy parties. Lucian Grange.
And provided vast sums of money to Combs, who allegedly used it for what? But like I said, the music industry is very dark, and there's always another puppet master. This is Mr. Leo Cohen. How do you think Lucian Grange got that position to begin with? Oh, you guessed it, aka the tall Israeli. And of course, Leo Cohen is a global head of music at Google and...
The key word is the tall Israeli.
Yeah.
Why does that make sense? Or why is that important? Remember, you got to remember this. This is about other countries. This is about other countries. It's not necessarily about America. Frank Lucas was working with Vietnam. He was working with Israelis. Frank Lucas was working with Israelis. He was working with, y'all understand what I'm saying? He was working with people in Vietnam, but he was working with people in Israel also. And this man right here came to America to infiltrate
hip-hop. Started the hip-hop. Basically, pretty much.
Music.
The music stuff.
It's called the tall Israeli.
He used
for a reason.
People.
And YouTube. But this man is a authority figure in the music industry. Because let's do keep in mind, Cohen worked on the label side of the music industry at companies including Warner Music, Def Jam, and 300 Entertainment. I do keep in mind, Leo Cohen in himself is somebody that Tupac himself was sketched out about. And ironically, not even 2 years after
Tupac was sketched out about Leo Cohen. Tupac was a huge problem because he did not know how to shut his mouth. And when Tupac,
let me start there right there. And y'all remember what Dame Dash had said in the interview back then? You know, they pretty much what the deal with him and Jay-Z. Pretty much, Jay-Z done went over his head because Jay-Z and Leo Cohen, they like this. You see what I'm saying? So that's how Jay-Z was able to get that multi-million-dollar deal with Leo Cohen them and stuff, and went over Dame Dash here, and they pretty much scratched Dame Dash out the deal. Dame Dash talked about that on the interview, on several interviews. Now y'all doing, y'all listen now. I'm telling you, we putting y'all up on game.
Pac came out with that's why I fucked your bitch. You know, first off, F your clique and the clique you claim. He was going off on who, y'all. It's all coming together. Tupac was going off on who in particular? Biggie and who? Who? Biggie and who? P Diddy. Biggie and P Diddy. Remember, P Diddy had a white daddy that his mama hooked him up with that was having sex, which is Clive Davis. Clive Davis, Lear Cohen, and Lucian Grange all work together. The next thing you know, here comes Tupac going against the grain. Tupac making songs talking about P. Diddy. So the first song he was talking about Biggie. The second song he was planning to tell and expose that P. Diddy was gay and how he was sleeping with Clive Davis and possibly Lucian Grange and possibly the rest of them. So that is the reason why P. Diddy had to get rid of not only Tupac, but Biggie also, because Biggie was like a lightning rod for Tupac. So Tupac was about to expose P. Diddy, Clive Davis, Lucian Grange, and Lear Cohen. So they had to get rid of him because he was about to expose everything. He would not shut his mouth. You got to remember, Tupac was Mr. Black Power. His mom was a part of the Black Panthers. So Tupac wasn't into all these white dudes, Israelis, and all these people. So when a white dude comes around, he's like, yo, who is this nigga? I'm not listening to you. So he was a Black Power person. He wasn't working. He wasn't with this shit. But P. Diddy was. P. Diddy is the one who got rid of Tupac.
Her music, Def Jam, Island Def Jam, and 300 Entertainment. I do keep in mind, Lear Cohen in himself is somebody that Tupac and himself was sketched out about. And ironically, not even 2 years
Tupac was sketched out about the white Israeli people.
after Tupac's death, in 1998 and 1999, Cohen brokered the deal to sell Def Jam to Universal, creating Island Def Jam and Island Records. And as you can see, artists under his watch at Island Def Jam included Bon Jovi, Ludacris, and Mariah Carey, just to name a few. All very sketchy artists, but like I said, Mr. Lear Cohen himself is the victim of many allegations.
Everybody hit the like button. Everybody hit the like button. And the reason why I got to stop, because I'm getting hundreds of more people coming in. So right now, all together, we're sitting at 15. So even though you don't know me, I showed up on your timeline mysteriously. The reason why is because my people hit the like button.
Sketchy artist, but like I said, Mr. Lear Cohen himself is the victim of many allegations.
Facebook is 133 people, but YouTube is 1,400 people, 1,500 people. Didn't have nothing. NWA and them, they actually had to get funded and paid in order to start touring. So yes, I understand. Dougie Fresh and them was beatboxing, and you know they started hip hop, but the rest of the world didn't know anything about hip hop. Hip hop was in New York, but how did the rest of the world know about hip hop? Lucian Grange, Lear Cohen, and Clive Davis. So you got to understand, when they say hip hop was invented, y'all getting in y'all feelings. They actually invented hip hop. I'm saying they invented rap music and spread it across the world. We invented hip hop, but they actually invented what it is today. So I just want to make sure.
Many allegations.
Oh yeah, and Jimmy Iovine. I forgot about Jimmy Iovine. That's another one.
Including from a CIA agent that confessed the agencies created rap music to fill private prisons.
We created hip hop. They created rap music. They made it into music. We were just rapping. They helped us make it into music. So they created rap music. Philly is in the building. What's going on?
Mr. John Homestead, a retired CIA agent, has admitted on national Russian television that hip-hop was a psyop invented by the CIA in the 1980s, and the agency
It was a psyop.
has directed and financed household name artists including NWA, Dr. Dre, Jay-Z, and Kanye West. Kanye tried to tell everybody about this years ago, and of course nobody wanted to listen.
To fill prisons. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Shout out to Scottish Sharon. To fill prisons, specifically to fill prisons. So while we just at high school and stuff, just rapping and beatboxing or whatever, white people are like, we already dropped drugs in the neighborhoods. How else can we make money off of black people? We're going to we see the rappers like da 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 da. How about we make that into music? It wasn't music, y'all. It was just us rapping to ourselves and to our homeboys and stuff. It was not music. We did not have access to music. We just was beating on tables. That's all we was doing. That's all we was doing, y'all. And the white people was like, if we give them a beat machine and put them in a studio and give them a microphone, oh shit, right?
But John Homestead said that our mission was to use teenage angst to our advantage and turn Generation X into a decadent, pro-drug, and anti-establishment culture that would create
pro-drug, and anti-establishment culture. When I was young, I would listen to 2 Live Crew, anti-establishment. They just talk about pussy. I'm like, yo, what? Next thing you know, NWA came around. They talking about fuck the police, fuck the police. I'm like, yo, they tripping. And as a kid, I was like, how is fuck the police on the radio? Like, how are record executives with rappers saying fuck the police? Because they were telling them to do it.
uprisings and further society, saying that
Uprisings. See, in order to get black people to go to prison, they have to not like the police. They have to hate the police. So white people told young black people, because you got to remember, they already got with Franklin and them and flooded the neighborhoods with drugs. So now you got a whole bunch of young dudes trying to sell drugs and getting beat over the head by batons by the police. So they like, yo, hey, Teddy, I'm trying to sell these drugs that you just gave me from the CIA, because Teddy works with the CIA, but I keep having problems with the police. So what are we doing? You want me to sell these drugs or no? Next thing you know, music came out talking about fuck the police. It was anti-police music in order to make us go to jail.
the CIA even infiltrated mainstream radio to promote their music and reach millions of people.
I can't say the J word, y'all. Can y'all stop saying the J word in the chat? Because I don't want no problems. Because the thing about it is, Lear Cohen
it's over YouTube.
Partly runs YouTube, y'all. So just be careful what y'all say in the comments. Do y'all know Lear Cohen runs YouTube, or is one of the big wigs of YouTube? So be careful of what you say in the. Stop saying the J word. Lear Cohen actually works with YouTube. My whole channel can get shut down. Stop it. I'm dead ass serious. Stop it. I'm sitting there talking about the CIA and shit, and Lear, and this nigga is over YouTube. So calm down with the J word, y'all. He's about to tell you right here he works with YouTube
Every day. He also says when it comes to engineering culture, no one touches Lear Cohen. Homestead admitted Lear Cohen, also known as the tall Israeli who runs hip-hop, used specific artists like these, I'm sure everybody knows who all of these people are, to gain specific influence in society. See, like it says here, Cohen ended up promoting rappers such as Jay-Z and Kanye West, and more recently brought Migos and Young Thug to prominence. Well, obviously Kanye knew what he was talking about. But see, Kanye himself, alongside John Hobson, stated that the elites have been slowly working on eroding social norms for decades. And for
eroding social norms. Rap music was specifically put together to erode social norms and cause young men to like go against police and societal norms. Why? So they asses can go to jail. Why? So they can do prison time. Why? Because prisons. Thank you. There we go. Use the Y word. I love y'all. There we go. Now we can do that. I love that. I love that. Use the Y word. I love y'all. Y'all hilarious. I love that.
famous black men and normalize the sight of men in dresses was a part of the agenda.
Normalizing men in dresses. Normalizing men in dresses.
Yeah. And here's the thing, right? A music industry executive who was present at the first meeting between the CIA and music industry executives has written a confessional letter detailing exactly what went down on that fateful day. In a specific that is no longer available online.
It is. I have it.
Yeah, I'm sure that's not sketchy in itself, right? Or the fact that the CIA worked in tandem with music industry elite to create a funnel in which young people would be indoctrinated with brainwashing gangster rap music and then delivered to the highly profitable private prison system.
Y'all heard that, right? See, some of y'all know this, but there are people who don't know this. So just understand, some know this, but there's a lot of people who don't know this. He don't own.
All right, we're gonna stop it right there, chat. Pretty much. Now I just put y'all up on some real game, man, on that one today. Yeah, that is really what's really going on out here in these streets. A lot of people don't even understand and don't know the real deal of what's really going on out there at the end of the day, because this is really, really what's happening out there, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, they don't want y'all to know this shit. And I'm here to, you know what I'm saying, to let y'all know that, like, they try to keep us in the dark about everything. So in the beginning, those big wigs, it's bigger than P Diddy. Trust and believe me. Even though he done some fucked up shit, you know what I'm saying? He beat that girl and all this and that and the third and stuff, and he gonna probably pretty much, you know what I'm saying, he gonna pay his debt to society for that. But it's way bigger than him. You dig what I'm saying? Like, it's been like that, you know what I'm saying? That's why I always been the independent type of dude, you know what I'm saying, since I've been young and stuff like that. And I always wanted to take my own direction and to doing what I wanted to do and being my own boss and being my own man, you know, because that's something that I was always taught. You feel me? Like, my whole family, you know what I'm saying? Like, I have like family members that I look up, you know, to, like my uncles, them, man, you know, they was big on, you know, being respected and, you know, taking care of business and stuff like that. And I look up to them, so I thank them, you know what I'm saying, because they was always in my life, you know what I'm saying. My dad also as well, you know what I'm saying. So, with that being said, man, people just gotta really, you know what I'm saying, think before they do stuff, you know, and make choices and make the right choice, because people will influence you to do anything, you know what I'm saying, stuff that you don't normally do. You know, they'll try to pretty much talk you into signing a contract that you don't even know about, you know, and you know, some people don't even read over contract before they even sign off on them joker. They just sign and then they get in the deal and then they in a 360. They know they in a 360 deal. What the hell? You in a 360 deal, now you stuck for 10 years on the record label. So what you gonna do? And you ain't making no damn money. You know what I'm saying? Like, this shit is real. This real shit. Like, they will trap you. It's like a prison sentence. They will trap you in these contracts to the point where you will never be able to get off up on that label until they say you can get off up on that label. So basically, that's basically what Puffy was doing with Biggie and them, pretty much back in the day, because they was signing contract under him, and basically he had a guy doing puppet master over him, basically, pretty much, that he had to report to. So I just want y'all to know that this shit is bigger than us, man. It's bigger than Puffy. It's bigger. I'm saying this shit is bigger than all of us. That's what I want y'all to know. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just trying to put y'all up on some game. Do your research, study, man. Y'all read. You know, when OGs give you some advice, take that advice and run with it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was young at one time, you know what I'm saying, and I basically pretty much, I ran the streets and did all of that. But at the same time, I learned from my mistakes as I got older, as I grew. You feel me? I try to tell some of my kids all the time, like, hey, when you grown, it's a whole different ball game. You got responsibility that you have to take care of yourself and abide by. You know what I'm saying? Like, life is all about the choices that you make. You make some good ones, and you can make some bad ones. The choice is yours. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, that's what I want to do today on this segment, man. Malone TV News, man. I just want to put y'all up on game, make sure that everybody really, because you got a lot of people, like he said, you got a lot of people that don't really know what's really going on out there. They just, just going on with the flow. And just, like, some people don't even believe in the shit. You got people that don't really believe. Oh, they say that they just talking. They just talking. They don't know what they talking about. Nah, this shit is dead ass serious. Like, dead ass serious. The CIA is real. You feel me? All that shit is real. I was one of them dudes, like, really didn't even believe in that Illuminati stuff when I was young coming up, because I really didn't have no proof of what it was about, but I heard stories. People told me stories, this and that and third. Behold you that when social media came about, I started doing my own research on that shit. That shit is real. Like, it's real. We don't goddamn run this shit. They run that shit. You feel me? They run this whole world, man. You know what I'm saying? Like, the government run everything. I'm gonna tell you that. They run everything. We just like they vessels. We just pretty much work. We just workaholic, basically. We work for them. Well, y'all work for them. I don't work for nobody. I work for my goddamn self. But I'm just saying, I'm just putting it out there. But that's just a choice you have to make. You tell the motherfucker, hey, I don't work for nobody. I work for myself. So what I'm here to tell you guys is try to stay independent, man. You know what I'm saying? Do your own thing. Be a boss. We got that drive in us, man, to be a boss. You know what I'm saying? That's why they pick us. They choose us. We are the chosen one, basically, pretty much, because we that multi-talented in everything we freaking do. You know what I'm saying? That's why they always come to us for. They want us to be the one to do stuff, pretty much, because they know where the talent is. Come on now. We all have talent, a different type of talent in us. We all do, as black people, pretty much. It's a lot of white people that have talent too. I'm not going to, I'm not going to play the race card and none of that shit, because I'm not a racist or nothing. But at the same time, we are like the best at it, and they know that. With that being said, man, like I said, with this puppy situation, it's bigger than that nigga. But, I feel sorry for old girl, because at the same time, that video they put out, man, he really, even though it was however long it was since when that tape came out, however long it was when that tape was, recorded or whatever that night, whatever it happened years ago, it pretty much on her, it gonna put a toll on her, because it's just like it's still fresh. You know what I'm saying? And they just dropped the tape, the video, and for the world to see. So it's fresh to us, but it's old to them. But that make it new, resurfing back to her, because she was the victim, basically. Like, That's bad. That's not good. That's really bad for him in a sense. But hey, you live by the sword, you gotta die by the sword, man. You know what I'm saying? Old saying. The old head one told me that shit, you know. But I'm gonna end it, man, with this right here. I'm gonna let y'all know, man. I got some exciting news, man. I got my book pretty much finna be done here. I say around June. I got my book. My first autobiography that I wrote myself. Yeah, it took me like almost 2 years to write this book, and I finally done finished it, and it's being published right now, so to speak, pretty much. And once I get it, I'm gonna post it up on post it up on YouTube and everything. I'm gonna post it, pretty much bring it on my live, and we're gonna talk about it. Have a little segment on it and everything. Give y'all a little part of my life story. You know what I'm saying? And yeah, it's on its way. So be on the lookout for that, man. You know, it's gonna be on every social media platform up for sale. You know what I'm saying? So, and we're gonna probably try to do a book tour and all that stuff. So it's coming. So just be patient with me, and I'll let y'all know when it get here. Hopefully around the first week of June, they'll be done with it. Also, we got more in state this summer, man. We got a lot of stuff coming up. You know what I'm saying? Malone TV News, man. We out here. We out here in these streets. For real, for real. Like, I appreciate everybody tapping in with me, man. You know what I'm saying? And everything. Share the live. You know what I'm saying? Hit the like button. You know, hopefully, probably within the next couple of weeks, I'm gonna be probably on my live. We're gonna play some probably a little game and start probably doing some little giveaway, cash up giveaways and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? So just tell a friend, tell a friend, tell a friend. You feel me? And it's on and popping. With that being said, man, Malone TV News, man. This your boy C. I'm the GOAT 5, man. Back with another one, man. We out of here. Until the next. Deuces.